The evidence seems to indicate that you're watching dolly fishing.
Topping up, dolly fishes dreaming real. True crime scene blast feel so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly vision headlines, king of beat. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light. Topping up, Dolly vision's dreaming real. True crime scene blast feels so unreal. YouTube madness like share, subscribe. Jack's on fire, burning the world's fire. Where's the baby missing shadows crawl? People whisper footsteps down the hall. Fingerprints of the dead, cold as stone. He's got the scoop, best around town known. Dolly vision headlines, king of beat. Truth unravels, crackling through the heat. Lost soul shouting, echoes in the night. Rock the truth while live on air light.
What up, YouTube? It is Dolly, of course, the lovely PJ, back in the house again tonight. Holy plane crashes, Batman. This one is wild. I mean, not as many casualties as the other one, but this one was all caught on video. I'm talking about 4K, like a bomb going off. But first, of course, leave your DNA on the like button, just in case Dolly got to come dig you out of some airplane rubble. Okay,
It's too soon.
I'm going to need your DNA. I'm
It's
going to need
definitely
it
too
just
soon.
in case. Just in case. What if they die in a hot air balloon crash?
Yeah.
I'm going to need that DNA on file. Also, ring the bell if you're brand new here. Sub up. Help us hit 63,000 subs. Okay, and I can't do it without the help of each and every one of you. Okay, so if you haven't heard by now, or you live in a cave, there was a plane crash that took place just a couple hours ago in Philly of a medical plane with 2 pilots, 2 doctors, a patient, and a family member, a total of 6 people.
A pediatrics patient.
Yeah, 6 people.
You
So
know
it was
what
a
that
child.
means?
It was a
Yes.
child. So it was a kid and their parent on the plane. 49's girl says choo choo. She's starting a $2 drive tonight. Let's see how far we can take that $2 drive. We're going to gas up the train, and that's the first $2 in the train engine. Okay.
It used to be so much fun when you had that thing read your super chats and then people would do the $2 train and it would be like back to back to back and then you couldn't talk.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll reconsider bringing that back. We'll have to reconsider bringing that back. So tragedy strikes again tonight.
That
Okay.
looked like a torpedo.
It looked like a missile flew into a house. Okay. We literally seen people walking down the street on fire. I mean, I ain't never seen nothing like that. It looked like something out of an apocalyptic movie. I mean, it's too brutal to show right that here on YouTube, but
Yeah,
we can show the crash and stuff like that. We just can't show some of this because there's like literally a person walking down the street on fire. Okay, like a Hollywood
This
movie.
girl is on fire, but not for fun.
Aspen, thank you so much for the $1 donation, putting it in the gas tank of the train. Buckle up, come aboard with us, guys. Come aboard. And
why do people record stuff like that? Like instead of like trying to help the person. You're recording the person. I
People-
really have lost hope in humanity.
People pull their phones out and start recording instead of trying to help what is going on.
I mean, I would have at least told the person stop, drop, and roll. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello?
that's what I said to PJ. I said, PJ, why is the person not stop, dropping, and rolling? Didn't we learn that in elementary school? My brother lives 1 mile from the crash site. He says there's
Wow.
body parts and bodies
What?
all over the street.
What?
Yes, we've seen it.
Jesus
We
Christ.
literally seen a dude walking down the street on fire. Like, you know, it hit where people were a heavy populated area. There was people burning to death in cars. Houses were on fire. Army mom, glad to see you feel better, PJ. She's
Thank
doing a lot better
you.
today. Thank you,
We got your
guys.
present today.
Oh, the cups are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that was so cool. When I opened it up today, I was like, oh, this is badass. Okay,
At what point
badass.
do we stop flying?
We can't stop flying. These
I
small
don't need to
planes,
fly.
believe it or not, small planes crash all the time. They usually crash in the side of mountains
no
or in
for me.
fields. It ain't usually they crash in the homes in a busy area like this.
I mean, why don't we see it on a daily basis? Like, I see the smaller planes when they usually crash, they're like, coasting.
they
and
usually
just,
make local news. Like when a plane crashes around here, because we got the Suffolk Airport right down there that flies the Cessnas and the smaller planes, it'll make like wavy 10. Plane crashes, 2 people die.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like a torpedo.
Yeah. So let's jump over this because we're going to be covering some live action from it tonight. So let's jump. We got all the news sources pulled up already for you guys. So we don't want to miss none of anything happens. And I'm sure they're going to show replays of this plane crashing 1,000 times tonight. Okay. And right now, at least it looks like it's raining. So they're going to need a little rain to help put this fire out. Dolly, what has happened? Kay. Okay, so a medical plane flying over Philly crashed into a busy area of the city with houses, cars, gas stations on fire. And it had 6 passengers, 2 pilots, 2 paramedics, a family member, and a patient, which we believe to be a small child. Okay, all 6 people are, nobody made it out alive. Okay, there's no way. There's no looking for survivors of the plane crash. This one was like, it was massive. Do you want to send me the actual plane crash and I'll play it real fast?
Yeah.
If you could. That way, I don't know if the news, I'm sure the news is going to show it, but just in case they don't. Now let's jump over. I'll turn some of this off.
Now for these first responders on the scene. This is Cottman Avenue that you're seeing there in the Northeast. This is Cheyenne Corinne's location with photographer Mark Laval.
Yeah, wow.
Cheyenne, have you spoken with anybody else?
Of body parts scattered on rooftops.
On rooftops. Good Lord.
Oh,
Okay,
my
well,
God.
obviously, Cheyenne is not able to hear us at this moment, but
can you hear me now?
Yeah. Hey, Cheyenne. I know it's live news, right?
It's very fluid.
Exactly.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I hope they
Very
don't show
fluid,
no body
and
parts.
The
Oh
bad
my
weather
God.
doesn't help
It
at all
says the
either.
pediatric
Exactly.
patient
So,
aboard the jet
have
that
you talked
crashed
to
in
anybody
Philadelphia
else
was
in the
returning home
neighborhood?
after being sponsored by a charity to get life-saving treatment, a spokesman for Jet Rescue Air Ambulance said.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And thank you. Let's see. Dolly, can I ask you a question? How will America know which plane won't work up in the air before getting on the plane? How will Americans travel if planes keep falling down from the air? Well, Jonathan, this is a small plane. We don't see too many commercial planes crashing. Like that one was the first one in 16 years, major crash in 16 years, the one we've seen in DC. Okay. So I don't think you got to worry about commercial planes flying. Smaller planes, now listen, these things crash all the time. Leonard Skinner, they died in a plane crash. It happens. These smaller planes sometimes go down, pilot error, engine failure. We don't see a whole lot of when these commercial planes start falling out the air. That's when I'm gonna stop flying, right, Jackie? Thank you. But we've seen what caused that commercial airline. That was the fault of that Black Hawk helicopter.
He didn't see the plane.
He didn't see the plane. That plane was about to land. All them people would have lived.
And when he said in the traffic that he saw the plane after they asked him, he was talking about the other one.
Yeah, he was talking about the plane taking off, not the one landing. Praying for everyone involved, Sonia. Thank you for jumping on the train. We're gassing up the train tonight. Okay. Make sure you get on, put on your seatbelt. Don't worry. This train ain't going to crash. We're not going to derail it tonight. Okay. But there's a lot of stuff going on. Body parts scattering, rooftops, and the streets of Philly. Bad.
The plane was headed to Tijuana.
Bad. It was rented. It's a Mexican plane.
Yeah.
Right. So it was a Lear jet type plane that crashed. Dolly and PJ, the slingshot pulling the train. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Pat. We're going to need some gas for that slingshot. All right. We're going to need some gas for that slingshot. Thank you so much. And PJ is pulling up the crash right now.
I got distracted.
She's pulling up the crash. We're going to show it.
There's 10,000 people listening to the scanner audio.
10,000 people listening to the scanner. If you want, you can send me the scanner. We'll pull that up too.
I don't know how to send it from my app. It's just broadcastify.com. You should be logged into it, right?
I'm not logged into it because I shut everything. I mean, I can log into it.
Okay.
Army Mom says, glad you love the gifts. Hope the hoodie fits. Oh, yes, the hoodie with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Georgie. Georgie's the kid that was in the sewer, right?
I have no clue.
Yeah,
It's
I
been
like.
a long time since I've seen that movie.
Yes. I like it. It's cool. I really like the cup as my favorite. The cup. I really like the cup. I like the Freddy on it. And maybe I'll show them in just a few minutes when I go into I got them sitting in the living room.
Why are you gonna go into the living room?
If I go in there.
Oh. I was just confused.
Okay.
Fine.
May the victims of the plane crash may rest in peace with the Lord Almighty. Yes, this is really, really crazy. Is that it?
I don't know. It looks like it.
Okay, let's go over here. Let me get.
There's so many different views of it.
Okay, well, let me get this one. Everything's running slow. All right, let me pull it up.
This is a different one in case it matters. Jesus.
Look at that. Good Lord.
This is a dash cam one. The one
Boom.
The one where you can hear it is the one that scares me the most.
Okay, give me a second. Let me play this one. I mean, that thing. Let's watch that again. All right, is that you sending me another one?
Yes. Just keep finding better ones. Oh my God. But I can't find that one that you can hear it. The one where you can hear it, it's like, holy shit. It really sounds like a BOMB.
Yeah, I mean, it hit like basically like a missile. It looked like a missile going off, and it just went up. And you know they're carrying oxygen and all kind of things that are combustible.
Patient transport stuff.
So, I mean, complete devastation. And you see it hit right there by, was that a Mickey D's?
It was a strip mall there.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people literally walking down the street on fire. Jet fuel, the jet fuel. Plus, you know, it's carrying oxygen for patients and things like that. And this thing went off worse than, if you would have hit it with a missile, it wouldn't have did that much damage. And it looks like they put the apartments out. Now, there's still one apartment burning over here to the right. You can see clearly. But total devastation. Roosevelt Mall is what it hit.
This one.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let's bring this one in. Did you send it to me already?
No, I'm sending it now.
Okay. Give us 1 second. We can pull up another video for you.
I think that's one that has a sound.
That was the same thing, wasn't it? No, here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go.
I would have thought we were at war if that happened. Like,
look at that. Look.
oh my God.
I mean, it looks like a Terminator movie.
It sounds horrible. Like it sounds so scary.
There's one where the guy's coming out his door and the Ring doorbell catches it. You see it fall straight out the sky like
Yeah,
I mean,
nosedives,
straight. It
yes.
nosedives straight into the ground and puts off the biggest explosion. Like I've seen missiles go off in like the Ukraine and stuff, and they're not even like that. That almost looked like a nuclear explosion. It was so bad.
Sounds and looks like a freaking torpedo to me. Like, not that I've ever seen a torpedo.
I mean, just straight out the sky. Did you find the other one?
Yeah, I got distracted because I keep getting messages.
The only one I don't want to show on my channel is the one with the guy on fire. I don't want to show that. Respect the families and to this person. I don't even know if they made it. And I don't like to show hurt people on my channel. It's just not something I do. I'll show you the crash, but I'm not going to show you scattered body parts and things like that. But that's what they're reporting now, that there's body parts on roofs and basically this went off like a missile. So anybody that was in that surrounding area,
I think this is one.
It's going to be a lot more than 6 people. Oxygen and jet fuel in that plane breaking up at 1,200,000 feet is terrible. Terrible explosion. Yes, you seen what it looked like when it hit the ground. I mean, that is unbelievable. Crazy. Hold on. Is that what you just sent me? Okay. All right, all right, here we go. Let's bring this one over. I mean,
it came out the sky. Oh my God! What is it? A plane? It just came out that sky. No, it's a car.
They found an oxygen tank with
their house on fire.
The parking lot unscathed. That's so weird.
That means it blew out the plane.
Yeah.
Is it a plane or a car?
It wasn't no car, sir.
That shit just flew over top of my head when I was going back into work. Oh my God.
It flew over the top of her head.
Another plane crash.
Oh.
And you can believe that the death toll is going to rise way more than 6. Way more than 6. This hit a pretty busy area, and that went off completely like a bomb. Okay? Completely like a bomb. If you're just tuning in, guys, there was a plane crash over Philly. It was a medical passenger plane, and it was carrying 2 pilots, 2 doctors, a patient, which we believe to be a child, a little girl, and their parent was on the plane. 6 people. This plane fell straight out the sky. I mean, nosedived. And when it hit the ground, the explosion looked like something from a nuclear missile going off. Okay. Thanks for good coverage.
Broadcastify link.
Okay, we're gonna bring up the scanners, everything for you guys tonight. If you could share this on your Facebooks, let's get some people in here. Go ahead, like the video. It'll help us in the algorithm and bring some new people into the channel. Dolly, do you think these recent airplane crashes are coincidence, or do you think this is one? I think it's just coincidence. What we seen the other night was just a tragedy, a terrible accident. This is more of a plane crash.
From here, you'd have to go to the website.
Okay, what is the web? You want to type it in real fast? Okay, PJ's going to type this website, and there it is. It's already in.
I know. That's why I said it would just come up.
Okay, what do I need to go to?
Go to top feeds. It'll be the top.
Where you see that?
Underneath, down.
Top
there.
feeds. Philly.
Philadelphia, right there.
Citywide? Or Philadelphia Fire Dispatch
There's
South?
more people listening to city. There's only 900 listening to that one. There's 5,000 listening to that one.
Okay, well,
it went down by half.
Okay, so let's click on here.
The play button.
Okay, so now we have the live feed.
I'll make sure they spread out and that alleyways are shut down.
Alleyways.
Sorry here. I'm over at Bradford and Cottman Avenue.
So loud.
I can turn it down.
All right, yeah, we're going to have to get some supervision out here. So sergeant on the air that can meet me at Cottman and Bradford. 15 San Andy, I'm Enroute. All right, Sarge.
Okay.
One, do we have a sergeant that's covering St. Vincent Street?
Can y'all hear that scanner? I don't think it hit them all dead on. We originally...
Okay, on your screen, is there a sergeant showing out here?
So you have a sergeant for the 7200 block.
Okay.
Give me the 7200 block. Give me the block off back.
There's a second district sergeant on the air.
Second district supervisor on the air. Second district sergeant.
All right, we got 749 people in here.
One special events one.
It's 700.
Big 1 to 2 C Charlie. Are you available to take the St. Vincent side of this perimeter?
Not on mine.
I'm about to crash at 320.
Project 1, do we have another 15 district supervisor on the air?
15 district unit supervisor working special events one.
See what other videos you can scout.
I mean, there's a lot. If you just went to Twitter and freaking went down the list.
Okay, yeah. I don't want to show nothing crazy though like that.
I would have to sit there and freaking sit.
Yeah, there's another 15 district supervisor. I'm on the air.
Okay, I will do
that.
that.
So you're 15 up front. You just walk the perimeter with me, right?
There's only like 4 videos that are just like recycled.
I need you to stand by the command post. I'm coming to you now to look at a release. Do we have another sergeant working the street or in the area, Sarge? Do you know?
Is this somebody about to get eaten by a dog? That's why you don't show shit.
Project 1 CO 15 on the air.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they're mauling that person.
Why are you watching that?
CO 15 going, sir.
Oh my god.
Okay, do me a favor, can you find me a sergeant?
Yeah.
I'm going to want them to be responsible for the east side, like Cottman Avenue.
Oh, here's a good one.
Like from Leonard Street to the Boulevard. I'm going to put Sergeant Hunt on Leonard Street to Bustleton Avenue. And all the dead bodies.
What about a dead body? Oh my god, you just got to the good part. And you're showing that?
Where am I meeting? Cottman and Boulevard and Bustleton. The plane just crashed into the plaza.
We're in the on Cottman Avenue, right by the King's chicken finger restaurant here, right by Bradford Street, just east of Bradford Street, Sarge, on Cottman Avenue.
Man. Yeah, I almost showed that person get eaten by the dog.
I just saw you. I watched.
I didn't mean to play that.
There's
a press conference. Where's the press conference?
Oh, yeah, so we had call 4 on our air. He was trying to raise 25 Charlie. We lost contact with call 4. Didn't know if you had call 4 on your air.
Live channels I had you watching.
Call 4, Devin, call 4.
I'm on it.
Special events.
There it is.
There it is.
Needed to affirm what the One Philly philosophy means. The time is now, and I'm very proud about how our federal, state, and all of our
Nick, we got any bodies around. I need some flashlights over here on Cottman Avenue. Trying to get this one truck out.
And to say thank you, Governor, for your support and being here with us this evening.
Thank you, Mayor.
See, I try to scramble some bodies. What's the location?
Mayor preaches about One Philly.
She talks
One
about a unified
Cottman
approach
between
to
Rupert
governing
and
every day.
Calvert
What you're
said if they
seeing
come
here
over, we're
is
going
a
to start backing
unified
them up.
response
But I just
to an
need any
awful
available
aviation disaster.
officers with
For as
flashlights to
awful
come
as
over and help
aviation
illuminate
It's
this.
really hard to
disaster
listen to both of
was,
those things.
I know. I don't want to miss the part about them bagging up the
I
bodies.
know.
helping neighbor.
That's
We
what
saw
I mean.
Pennsylvanians looking out for one another.
What is it?
I want to reaffirm the
Mary 9 on
comments
there.
the mayor said about
Mary 9 on
all
the air,
of the
Mary 9.
different agencies working together. And I want to
Mary 9.
especially thank and salute Philly
Well,
Fire
That's what I
and
mean. I
Philly
need those
Police
views
who
over at
did an
Command Post
extraordinary
in
job
the
this
Macy's parking
evening.
lot.
We know
I'll turn
that
it down.
there will be loss
Macy's
in
parking lot.
this region,
People,
and we want to
bodies.
offer
Yeah,
our
that they
thoughts
called
and
for
our serious prayers
Okay.
for those who are grieving at this moment. The mayor knows, and I want you all to know, that the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania stands firmly with our partners in the city. We have, at the request of Commissioner Bethel, 45 state troopers who are on the ground right here in Northeast
It's all the way
Philly.
up.
We have 25 members
They were
of
talking
our
about turning
PennDOT
the
team
scanner
who are
down.
here right now.
They
Okay.
We have
couldn't hear
members of
that.
the Pennsylvania
That's as loud as
Emergency
I get.
Management Authority who are here,
Oh, well,
including
they couldn't
our
hear it 'cause the
director, Randy
scanner was over
Padfield,
it.
who joins me behind here. We also have members of
Yeah, I can't
DEP,
see
the
what it's
Department of
got it.
Environmental
I
Protection,
turned it
who
down.
are here to make sure that any hazardous materials are addressed. And as you heard the mayor reference, we're joined by several state representatives and senators. I want to thank them. They will make sure that whatever is needed for this community gets to this community. I also spoke earlier this evening with the United States Secretary of Transportation, Secretary Duffy, who offered his full support to Northeast Philly. And as the mayor alluded to, he has dispatched 4 members of the FAA to Philly, and there are 4 members of NTSB on their way as well. We have all the resources that we need. And again, as the mayor always says, one Philly, we are unified in our approach to deal with this emergency. And again, I'll just end by sharing my prayers, the prayers of my wife, Lori, our First Lady, and on behalf of 13 million Pennsylvanians, we are all here for Northeast Philly tonight in this very, very difficult moment. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you all. When we have additional information to report, we will come back and give another briefing. But now we want to let our federal, state, and local partners do their jobs and go to work. We'll report back to you when we have more information. Thank you all so very much for your patience and understanding. Thank you.
Philadelphia Mayor Pharrell Parker.
All right, you want to back it up and listen to it again?
Her second update of the evening.
I don't think it was much of anything. They just.
I don't either.
Pennsylvania
This is
Governor
the same
Josh
thing
Shapiro.
they said like 20 minutes ago when they had the other presser.
Yeah. Okay, let's bring the scanner back in because they're cleaning up bodies. They're finding body parts.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning. Let me shrink this.
Stabbing that walked into the hospital. There's no scene that was found.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, thank you.
Did you hear that?
What?
Stabbing that walked into the hospital. There was no scene found.
2 or 18 times 4 on the air.
18 times 2 or 4 on the air. 18 times 2 or 4 on the air.
Terrible. I mean, let me see what else I can pull up on
15th and Andy is going to be on the at the area of like Cottman and Bradford. If he needs additional officers to cover the alley, he's going to call for us.
I ain't showing that.
Okay, got it.
That is
And if you can raise 2C Charlie.
2 Charlie.
2 Charlie. 2C, we have a pretty good post along St. Vincent Street. I just need supervision to be aware of that and to supervise that. It's from Bustleton to the Boulevard, all along St. Vincent Street. If you can just hold that for me, please.
Wow, somebody just got a piece of debris. That's weird.
Deal 2.
Yeah, can you raise Isaac 1?
Isaac 1.
Isaac 1.
02, sir. I just got notified by OEM that they opened up fells for shelter. So I got an officer heading down there to assist. Just to give you a heads
Oh my
up.
God, that is so brutal.
Excellent. I appreciate that.
And the roll call is up and operational. I have plenty of staff, trained staff, CROs, and VAOs here. Good, thank you.
Let me see what this is before I show it.
Come
on, go get sit in the car.
As you know, I'm going to take care of that myself until my last stop supervision gets in. And I'll be over
Oh,
there.
that is a
Like,
Mickey
I'm
D.
freaking scared. Why? I hate people.
It's a Mickey D.
You're so worried.
Oh,
about
here's the
taping.
one I want to
Field 15. Did you find the sergeant?
Negative, we only had one on the street, but I think I can take care of it, sir.
You got to see this one. Let's back it up.
Field 15, 407 District Sergeant, please. Switch over. We're going to need supervision out here. This is going to be a long haul.
A long haul.
Look at that flag.
And 2 18 District Palm Team, or 2 officers in 18 District Palm Quad. Can you tell me please?
So the 18 Palm Quad?
That's my bad, I got the number wrong. Can you guys just meet call out Charlie 8 over at Cottman Tower for some flashlights?
Could you imagine that?
No.
That is so brutal.
Please, one more time. Cottman and Calvert for Charlie 8.
Receive one, Enroute.
Need that open.
UAS 1 AS.
Okay.
Man, do we have a field truck out here?
If you're just tuning in, there was a plane crash over Philly in the city, and 6 people were aboard a plane. It was a medical plane. It went down, crashed into a busy area of Philly. And this is a live video for somebody's doorbell cam catching the plane falling from the sky and blowing up. Look how big of an explosion that was. There's literally body parts on roofs, scattered body parts in the city. Damn, it's bad. It's real bad. People were walking down the street on fire. All right, planes crash all the time. Yeah, I know, but usually they don't crash into homes and businesses and back to back like this. So pretty brutal stuff going on right now. And wow, prayers to the families, the people involved.
Today, because I was already upset about the plane crash in D.C. and everybody who knows me, I'm afraid of heights, and so this plane crash in D.C. was bothering me all week, and now it hit close to home in Northeast, so I had to come out here tonight to see what is going on, what can I do, and how can I be helpful, because our city deserves the best.
Thank you very much. We know you got to get to the other location, so we appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
And so Councilman Anthony Phillips out here saying that he's walking around the neighborhood. You just heard him. He wants
Oh,
to
look,
know
body
people
parts.
stand in need of right now, who may have witnessed or who are watching these images. Or
Oh, somebody got blown up. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Oh,
as well. So where we are, we're right back kind of where we started earlier.
they're literally
tonight,
showing a leg.
and, you know, the police, you could still see the presence up there.
Why do people put this stuff on X? It says someone's leg from the Philadelphia plane crash on Cottman. It is literally somebody's leg blown off. Oh my God. Once you see it, you can't unsee it either. Holy shit. X be showing some stuff that is brutal. I can't believe they would even show that. Just showing people's body parts like this. You know, guys, I can't show nothing like this to you.
It just
It violates terms of service.
Literally just the comment is just someone's leg from Philadelphia plane crash. Like, it's just no big thing, just somebody's leg.
Yeah, if you got Twitter, all you put in is I put Philly plane crash in, and it's literally showing people's body parts laying in the street. Okay. And
well, they don't want to see that. Don't tell them where to go.
I mean,
It could be kids watching, and you just told them where to go to see dead people's body parts.
Well, we don't have kids. I watch my analytics. Everybody's over 18 here. And
except for when they called Turtle Island for their friggin' mom.
That's a different channel. That's not this channel. I mean, I ain't saying go watch it. I'm saying what I seen it on. Because don't watch it. Don't go there. Okay? Don't put it in plane crash. Because it's brutal. It's like Don't do it.
It's a busy airport, and it happened at a busy section of Philadelphia.
There, it's all it is. What the hell did you type in for the search?
Sinking in, the human toll
See,
is
flesh
really
and
starting to sink
skeletal
in.
remains of
People
human
are
found
starting to
after
really
police.
understand what has
I can't
happened
help it. They're showing.
4 hours ago now.
That's why I wanted
Just
to
about 4
watch it
hours ago
before
when
I
that
show
plane,
it.
that
Just in case
Learjet
it shows
crashed
body.
on Cottman, right near the Roosevelt
They're not
Mall.
even
And
blurring it
you know,
either.
it's still fresh. But the reality is
I
sinking
mean, there's
in.
body parts scattered
Is
everywhere.
that Cheyenne? Do we have Cheyenne ready? Who do you have with you, Cheyenne?
Somebody lives on that street right here.
Oh my God.
Hey, Jason. Yeah, first off,
I
just
mean,
for
there's
people
body
who are
parts.
just joining us right now in about our
God.
fourth hour since
Holy
this plane crashed here
shit.
in Northeast Philadelphia.
Wow.
And just to kind of also give you a feel of the environment out here, it's very eerie, and that's what I'm hearing from a lot of people, especially who live here in Northeast Philadelphia. But I do want to bring someone with us, just as you mentioned, if you want to come over here. He lives close by, and you were actually not home when this happened, but you said your mother was. If you want to come closer, what was that phone call that you received?
That just made me a little bit nauseous.
Around 20 minutes from
You did? Oh, it was bad.
I was looking down at my phone, and then it was over.
She was
It
crying.
looked like somebody's spine.
Abner, a plane just crashed
Yes.
into the house. I'm like, what just happened, Mom? You know.
Oh
I'm
my
like, all
God.
worried. You know, I started rushing over here, but as soon as I get over here, you know, all the cops are blocking everything. I see
It blew people up. The people that were
I can tell
outside.
you what she said because she was
It
here.
blew them up
So
like a
she told
bomb
me, you know,
going
she was
off.
on the living room. She was listening to some worship song, and out of nowhere, she said, like, you know, just everything just that, you know, when you like get a flashbang or something.
Oh
she
my
said she saw something like that,
Jesus.
like a fire, and everything just started shaking, and she was like terrified. She looked outside, you know, she heard people crying, screaming, and you know, it's terrifying.
And how is your mother now? And also, just to give our viewers at home some perspective, can you show them exactly where you live?
So I actually live. You see
That's
the street
a good one.
Bradford right there? The one that has the one-way
I can
sign
show
right here.
that.
This first one. Yeah. So you just kind of go a little bit back. You see those the green by the PC Richard right there? If you look kind of back to you, where the truck is right
Look at
here,
that.
right there. Those green with white. That's like right there, pretty much, like a little back. And yeah.
And how is your mother doing now? And also the rest of your neighbors, how have they been impacted?
Everybody was just shocked. Everybody was just like rushing outside, you know, trying to see
You live
what's
20
going
minutes,
on.
Stone
Especially my
Mama?
mom, like I said, you know, she was crying on the phone. I was like, you know, I was worried, man. It was tough, you know. It's something that it was out of nowhere, you know, and everybody's pretty much shocked around the neighborhood. I'm pretty sure. It's pretty sad.
But you are able to go back into your home right now. At any point, did you lose power? Is that power back on?
Yeah, the power went out. I'm pretty sure for the whole neighborhood around here, you know, because, you know, when I got here, me and my boys, you know, went around trying to see what's going on, and the house is they're like all shut out. So I'm pretty sure the power was shut out for everybody. So, but as you can see, I think it's pretty much back. You know, you see some houses with the lights back on, so should be back.
And your reaction to hearing the loss of life?
It looks like a war zone.
What are your thoughts?
It's saddening to hear that. I was honestly so shocked when I heard that. It's a medical plane, I'm pretty sure. You know, they had 2 pilots, 2 medical people in there, and 2 what are they called? The patients. And so, you know, just hearing that, it's just so shocking. You know, people are trying to get them to the hospital, the pilots, you know, to get maybe a surgery. You never know.
See, I searched the same thing, and I can't find anything with body parts.
Well, thank you for speaking with
I
us.
don't know.
that
I
even
typed
though
in.
you were not home.
I
I'm
told
sure
you what
getting
I
that phone
typed
call
in.
from your mother, who was home at the time, was definitely frightening. And just this happening right here in your community, as you said, this is just not something that people expect to happen. A Friday evening, people are, you know, getting off of work, getting ready to start their weekend, and then a plane comes crashing down in their neighborhood, and then they learn that 6 lives have been lost. Jason
That's
and
why I
Dawn,
don't just go
this
through
is
the
just
Twitter
again
feed.
another person who
Because
lives in
you
the
see
area.
a
But
foot,
there are many people
spine.
impacted
I don't
by
see
what
nothing
happened,
mine.
and this is just
so
the
weird.
very beginning.
Right, and we've been talking about that all night. That man was describing just how frightening it was, and that his mother
Prayers
was
for
crying,
Philly.
and
Oh my
neighbors
God.
had
Prayers for Philly.
had no idea. This is what they were looking at. They had no idea what was happening, and just how scary that is, especially with everything going on and in this country right now.
Cheyenne, thank you very much. I have some information I want to pass along from the AP reporting that Shy Gold, who is a spokesperson for Jet Rescue Air Ambulance,
Now he's going to say.
it was a child, a little girl and her mother. They were from Mexico on this plane.
Wow.
And
Little girl and mother.
the child had been treated in Philadelphia for a life-threatening condition and was being transported home to Mexico, according to this representative from Jet Rescue Air Ambulance.
That's
The
terrible.
flight's final destination after a stop in Missouri was going to be Tijuana, Mexico. So this mother and child were in Philly, and they boarded this medical transport jet with 4 others. And 30 seconds after takeoff, it crashed here in Northeast Philly. So we just learned a little bit more about the occupants on board this aircraft here. So just adding to the heartbreaking nature of it, just a tragedy.
All right, let's get out to our Steve Keeley, who is live at the scene. Steve, I know you've been out there talking to people. What have you learned?
Well, a few hard facts that we got from a fire official who said, you can report this, but just don't name me. But he's high up in the fire department, and said at least 6 people transported by fire department medic units, ambulances, the big square ambulances, say, to the Jeans Temple University campus, which is the closest hospital to this spot here in Northeast Philadelphia. He did not know the extent of burns or injuries, just people that were hurt somehow, whether they were in cars or homes. And he also told me it was 6 homes, a total, that they put fires out on. But the jet fuel and the debris initially had burned 3 houses and then started spreading to the other houses. And I was showing you, or I was at least talking to you live on the air, I think it was on the phone at the time, watching the flames shoot through the roof of the corner house at Calvert and Cottman. And then those flames obviously spread, and they had a collapse in that first house as well. So it was dangerous for the firefighters, but their job, number one, was to get into those houses and get all those people out. And they were successful in getting everybody out alive of the homes, they believe. So that is some good news from the fire department.
So the people in the houses made it.
I was breathing in that jet fuel smoke. I can't imagine as close as I saw those guys. And they were on the roofs of those houses as well, doing that job. So a little bit of positive news and a little bit of news on what happened to people who were hurt, not in the plane. Still no information about all those vehicles that were on fire. You would hope people maybe ran for their lives and got out of there, but we I was around there with all the witnesses, and we didn't hear anything about anybody that was in any of those cars at the time. So that is the fear, and that is why officials do not have a number on casualties, because they know who's on the plane. Find out, RC. They don't know about anybody on the ground. And so when you have a plane crashing into a populated area like this on a populated road at a very populated time at 6-something, there is the fear that there could be more people injured and hurt and maybe even killed in this crash here. So let's go to what we talked about earlier, because we're now on the corner where the governor and the mayor just spoke, and across the street is that diner you were talking about. And boy, how much of that debris, and you'll see in the video, and our executive producer Abby said, just run it and let the manager talk, because I went in there and he was showing it to me. So let's play some of that video. And there was a piece of plane, they believe, that shot through the window while people were eating dinner in there. So a piece of metal from the plane came through.
Yeah, they just broke the window.
Did they take it from you?
They're not from me, but they went from my manager. Yeah, the guy was still on that. Yeah.
So it came through the window and landed all the way over here. All the way here in the seat. Yeah. Was somebody eating at the time?
Yeah.
They didn't get hurt though, right?
No, I think it hit his head.
It hit the customer in the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
But, luckily everybody's safe, but something flew through the window. You had no idea. So there you go. And that shows you how far and how fast that debris was flying and, ricocheting off whatever. Here is Corporal Jasmine Riley, who I deal with the police department. That's her on the left with another officer, and they're examining what believed to be an air tank from the jet. And that's right across the street from where we are now, right outside of the McDonald's. And here's a close-up shot of it where it says Jet Rescue 10, an air
Jet
tank.
Rescue 10.
That would be on an airplane in case somebody needed oxygen while they're being treated. And so on the plane, a paramedic, a physician, a pilot, co-pilot, and that mother and young girl. And the plane itself, Jason, you mentioned the family being from Mexico. The plane itself, according to an official here on scene, also registered in Mexico. So it was